welcome back to Watson's Models. It is still Sunday, and I had to go back and work on that truck again. I forgot to put Mean Gene on the back of the tailgate, so I got that fixed. I don't even know if this will work. Can I zoom? I can't zoom in. Anyways, it is what it is. Stuck another board up between the two shelves, moved some model kits around, hung up the old Watson's Wagons patch, which has been sewn to a big piece of canvas. Because down here, now it smells like military canvas. I mean, they need to make an air freshener for men, especially if you were ever in the Army or the Marines or whatever. And that smell, the beautiful canvas smell, brings you back in time. Lickety split. So anyways, yeah, so a little more rearranging down here. I got some models across the top on boxes on display, but they got to be built. And we got a lot of time. All right, let's talk about part 4 of the M422 Mighty Mite. Let me turn the camera around. Here we are again, part 4. And when we left off, got a lot of the suspension parts put on. And when I was building this, I lost. Now this is funny because now I lost it again. Oh no, I didn't right here. This little star-shaped deal, right? It's part of your bell crank. And it mounts here, and these two tie rod ends connect to it, and then there's another one that goes from here to there. So I did notice on the other model, you cannot even see that part when everything's assembled because of this shield right here. Completely covers it up. So I'm not going to worry about it. But I spent some time already pre-bending. You can see the front bumper there. And, Daryl talks about, the shackles on the ends and on the inside and what their purpose is for lifting or pulling. So those are done, and I'm going to go ahead and assemble this part of the next step. Part of that is getting this grill onto the grill, or this mesh screen onto the grill. And then there's another piece of mesh that goes right inside here on the hood. Once this is all done, we'll probably shoot this thing with some primer next after I get the rest of these metal bits on, just to kind of get the bottom under paint. Some of the tools I'm using, I've got 3 different X-Acto knives, right? And sharp blades, flat, round, pointed. And these metal rods here are bending tools, or jigs, or whatever you want to call them. Because like this part needs to be bent sort of a quarter round shape. And it's kind of a mud guard. And you can see it here on this front. It just sort of wraps underneath. But yeah, so we're going to work on that. And humma. Here's all the parts. Stay tuned. All right. Got that little piece on. It doesn't take much. Now this tucks under the fender. So when you mess with this piece, you're going to have to make sure that you clean the lip under the fender. Make sure that this is clean. Actually, it needs to go a little bit more flush. There you go. Because the shape of this tucks under the fender. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's going to fit on there like that, and you're going to have a little bit of a relief. Okay, so I'm going to put that on first, and then I'm going to put the bumper on. So, because I'm not in a rush, I'm going to use the thicker thicker super glue. I'll just do a little quick test fit of the hood, which will tuck in right behind the headlight rings there. Okay, we're good there. All right, so she's in. I'll let that go. And next is the bumper. You basically just want to center it on there. Again, this particular one with the mold, there was a lot of excess resin on the frame piece that you had to shave away so this could fit over the frame. But just to kind of give you a sense of what's going on here. That looks pretty good, but you'll notice here, this piece of frame is sticking out a little too far. This needs to come back some. How do we handle that? With a little sanding stick, of course. Looks like there's a slight relief. All right, I'm just going to touch that. And that actually didn't work. I need thinner stuff. Well, it looks like it did the trick. Okay. And the next thing we'll do is we'll put our cross supports in. And those are located between the frame and the front bumper here. If I'm not mistaken, those went almost out to the edge. Yep. So, yeah, that's nice and stiff. All right. It's getting to be that time where you're going to paint some stuff. I use this little long box for my tracks, but I'll stick it on one end, twist the tape, put it down, and kind of pull the edges, because you know what, actually, I'm going to do the insides first because I want the outsides to be the fresh side, if that makes any sense. Okay, Wheels are on there. You can see here that I have a few parts. Now, I didn't put on the this bumper guard or brush guard or whatever, skid plate, which mounts here right on top of this bumper, and then it kind of wraps over the steering linkage. It's there to protect the linkage. But there's some areas in there that we got to get paint in first before that goes on. Plus, I got to paint the inside of that. So this surface primer right here from Vallejo, it works great right out of the bottle, and I love this stuff, man. I also have it in gray, but let's go ahead and fire up the old compressor. Can you hear that? Probably not. All right. So. A little test. See what I mean? Like right out of the bottle, it works perfect. Because I don't have time for dilly-dallying around. Hopefully you can see this. Stuff's going on smoother than a baby's butt, man. All right, let's, I don't need to vent this to the outside. It's water-based acrylic. Get some air moving though. Seasonal allergies are kicking my butt, causing me to talk like a frog. Anyways, yep, got a little paint on it. And let that dry real good. And we'll start with some more assembly tomorrow. But it's getting there. I mean, you know. Thanks for watching. Get out there and build something. Put a part on. Spend 5 minutes in your model shop tonight. Tonight, go do some model work. Put a part on your whatever it is you're building. All right? Thanks for watching Watson's Models. Have a good night.